Om Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of 12th of April 2023. Essence. Sweet children, knowledge is nectar and yoga is fire. All your pain and sorrow will be removed by having knowledge and yoga. Question. What do you develop a taste for by studying this knowledge and not by doing devotion? Answer. The taste for liberation in life. No one can taste the sweetness of liberation in life by performing devotion. When the Father comes, the directions He gives to you children are knowledge, and you receive the sovereignty of heaven by following them. Song. No one is unique like the innocent Lord. Om Shanti. The innocent Baba of the children is explaining to you children. He is called Shiva, the innocent Baba. Shiva is called Baba. Whether they look at his image or not, they remember Shiva, the innocent Lord. Sakar, Vishnu and Brahma cannot be called the innocent Lord. By saying innocent, it is the image of incorporeal Shiv Baba that enters the intellects of human beings. You children now know this in a practical way. The mouth of no one on the path of devotion is sweetened by saying Baba, the innocent Lord. No matter how much they praise him, their mouths would not be sweetened. You children now remember Shiv Baba. By saying Shiv Baba, the innocent Lord, your mouths are sweetened. Shiv Baba teaches us and makes us into the masters of the world. By saying Baba, you children surely remember the property. You children know that he is the one Shiv Baba. He is the seed of the human world too. There is only one seed of a tree. So, he is the one seed of the human world tree by whom the human world is created, because he is the Father. All the rest are his grace, are his children. The God of all the devotees is the one Father. Devotees remember God, but they don't know him fully. This too is fixed in the drama. I make all you children ever happy with the power of this knowledge and yoga, and then I hide away. There is only the one ocean of knowledge. Similarly, there is one ocean of water, but it has been divided up. This ocean belongs to India, and those oceans belong to so and so. There is actually just one ocean. In the Golden Age, this ocean cannot be divided up. There is just the one ocean, and you are going to become the masters of that. There aren't that many continents there. There is the one kingdom of the one Father. In the Bharat, there was just the one kingdom of the world Almighty Authority. The kingdom of deities is also called the kingdom of gods and goddesses. Those abroad call them gods and goddesses, but they don't know when they used to rule or how they received their kingdom. The ocean of knowledge is only the one Father. He alone grants everyone salvation with this knowledge. You children know that the ocean of knowledge is now sitting in front of you. You Ganges of knowledge emerge from him and give salvation to the whole world. This is also called the nectar of knowledge. Because of the word nectar, devotees wash the feet of their Guru and consider that water to be nectar and drink it. In fact, that is not called nectar. Nowadays, they also call a medicine the nectar that ends all pain. It isn't like that either. The Father sits here and teaches you children yoga. Yoga is not called nectar. With the fire of yoga, all of your illnesses will be removed for 21 births, not those of this birth. You will have to continue to suffer them till the end. This is a matter of yoga. The Father says, have yoga and all your illnesses will be removed. You will then never fall ill. You are making effort to receive health and wealth from the Father. There is no illness there. I teach you such actions that there won't ever be any illness. They say that God, Vyas, wrote the scriptures. However, all of this is fixed in the drama. The name of Vyas has been mentioned. This drama is eternally predestined. Whatever you have seen is fixed in the drama. It is eternally predestined. It cannot be changed. The path of devotion begins with the corporate. No matter how much devotion people perform or how much they study the scriptures, they cannot return home. They definitely have to become Tamo Pradhan from Sato Pradhan. No one can leave this field of action. You know that all of us were Sato Pradhan and that we have now all become Tamo Pradhan. We had to become that according to the drama. On the path of devotion, it becomes dark as soon as the night begins. At first, there isn't as much darkness as there is at this time. The night is also Sato Pradhan at first, then Rajo, and then Tamo. As the degrees gradually lessen, there is extreme darkness. Now, there is an unlimited eclipse over the world. There is extreme darkness. It is not a matter of this moon. It is a matter of the whole world. There is the eclipse by Ravan. The whole world begins to be eclipsed from the copper age. It becomes eclipsed little by little. It takes 2500 years for Bharat to become completely dark by the end. There is now extreme darkness. It is the Father who begins, it is the Father who brings about total light, that is, the day. The Father makes impure ones pure. Maya, Ravan, then makes it into the night, extreme darkness. While doing devotion, people have been remembering God. God would not remember God. You should explain to those who believe in the notion of omnipresence that God the Father is one. He is the seed of the human world tree. All the rest are the creation. There could never be such praise of the creation. If someone says that a soul is the supreme soul, there can't be any praise of God being sung. The praise of only that one Father. The praise is only that the praise is of only that one Father. He is the purifier, the seed of the human world tree, the truth and the living being. He is the ocean of bliss and the ocean of knowledge. This praise cannot belong to any human being. You taste the sweetness of liberation in life in a second with this knowledge. In the Gita, it says God speaks to hold sacrificial fires, to do tapasya, go on pilgrimages, read the Vedas and scriptures, etc. All belong to the path of devotion. No one can come to me through any of that. All have to come to play their parts by the end. God the Father is one. He alone is Karan Karabanhar. This is how He enables the golden aged, original, eternal deity religion to be established through Brahma. Human beings cannot be called Karan Karavan Har. God alone is called the creator and director. He continues to give directions to you children. Directions are called knowledge. He himself says here and explains. He himself sits here and explains to you children. The soul sees through these eyes. The soul resides in the center of the forehead and speaks through the mouth. Only when the Supreme Soul, the Supreme Father, comes can he speak this knowledge through the mouth. He says, I am sitting in the chariot as the charioteer. I teach you easy Raj Yoga. You are Raj Rishis. There isn't any human being who would say, beloved children, you are Raj Rishis. No one except the Father has the power to say this. Only the Father says, O children, this one's soul also listens. He says to this one too, O child, you are a Rajrishi. I have to give you teachings for the kingdom. I gave you knowledge 5,000 years ago. I come to give you teachings every 5,000 years. No sage or holy man, etc., can say this. Only the Father says this. He is also called the boatman. He truly liberates you from the ocean of poison and takes you to the ocean of milk. You will remain seated there in great comfort. You now know that the Father says, I enter the body of Brahma. Then this Brahma and Saraswati become the form of Vishnu. You become the masters of the land of Vishnu. These are incognito matters. Only you children know them. No one else knows them. When someone comes, first of all explain to him that God, the one Father, is one, and so all the rest are surely his children. There is only the one Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. He is the seed of the human world tree. The God of all the devotees gives everyone happiness. Here in the Iron Age, everyone is very unhappy. Human beings are crying out in distress. In the Golden Age, there is no question of sorrow. Here, there are so many devotees through the whole world. All of these temples and mosques, etc., are the paraphernalia of the path of devotion. They don't exist in the Golden Age. Those are devotion cults, and this is the knowledge cult. When the night begins, they first build the temple of Somnath. Therefore, when someone comes to you, first of all explain God the Father is one. It is only in Bharat that they sing, you are the mother and father. This is the mother father country. There are both the world mother and the world father. The Dilwala temple has been built accurately. The images of Lakshmi and Narayan have been created accurately in the temples, but no one can make images exactly like the originals. They select an actor's image and use that. Those people ruled the kingdom in the Golden Age. People say that it used to be the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan in the Golden Age. There is no history of the childhoods of Lakshmi and Narayan. There is the history of Radha and Krishna. They celebrate the birthday of Sri Krishna. So, what happened to the birthday of Narayan? They have then shown Sri Krishna in the copper age. Radha and Krishna are the princess and prince. Both live in their own kingdoms. They must definitely have married, then sat on the emperor's throne. There is no kingdom of Radha and Krishna. There are the Sun and Moon dynasty kingdoms. The Sun dynasty, Sri Krishna cannot enter the Moon dynasty. People are very confused. Therefore, first of all, explain that God the Father is one. All of those other fathers are limited. A wife was adopted and then children were born. He adopted the wife. He didn't give birth to the wife. The unlimited Father says, I enter this one and adopt him. How did God create the world? No one knows this. It isn't that annihilation take place and that he then comes on a leaf in the ocean. If it were like that, how could Sri Krishna alone create the world? In that case, a couple would be needed. A female would also be needed. However, there is nothing like that. The father says, I adopt this one. All of you all of you say, Baba, we are your mouth-born creation. I take the support of this mouth. I say, O child, you also say, O Sib Baba. We were your children and you have we were your children and have become this once again. The Father says, I have brought the gift of paradise for you children. You were sitting here in order to become the masters of heaven. This is Raj Yoga and a kingdom is being established. Other preceptors would not say, I establish the Christian kingdom and I establish the Sikh kingdom. No, you were receiving teachings to claim the kingdom of the new world. This is a wonder, is it not? God the Father is the creator of heaven. So, we surely have the right to claim the kingdom of heaven from Him. You had the kingdom in the golden age. You now know how He creates the human world. God speaks, this is my mouth-born creation. All the rest are physical creations of Ravan. Those Brahmins are born through wombs, whereas you are mouth-born creation. You can explain that the children of Brahma are definitely Brahmins. Brahma is Prajapita Brahma, and so his children are also Brahmins. The children of Brahma are Brahmins. You Brahmins are the real children of Brahma. Brahmins are the highest of all. Brahmins are placed as the top note. Just as they have omitted God, Shiv Baba, the highest on high, from the Trimurti, in the same way they have also omitted the highest on high Brahmins top note. They don't show Brahmins in the variety form image. They simply speak of deities, warriors, merchants, and Sudras. First of all, there are you Brahmins. You do so much service. The highest on high is God, and then there are you children who have been created by Him. Shiv Baba doesn't go to the new world. You go there. Shiv Baba says, I give you the kingdom and my name then disappears. I hide away. No one knows what I did and how I created the world. When a new person comes, you must not beat your head too much with him. First of all, give him the Father's introduction. He is the creator of heaven. Deities were the masters of heaven. Then, after taking 84 births, they are now in the Sudra clan. They are then made Brahmins. There are the different clans. There is also the picture of the variety form image. Along with showing the top note of Brahmins, you also have to show Shiva. Just as you show Shiva above the Trimurti in the same way, you also have to show Shiva above the Brahmins. You have to explain that Shiv Baba creates Brahmins through Brahma. Then, from Brahmins, they become deities. Then, they become warriors. Then, merchants, and then Sudras. First of all, explain about Alpha to anyone who comes. That Father creates the world through this Brahma, and so all become brothers and sisters. All souls are children of Shiva. Then the human world is created. Therefore, first of all, there are Brahma and Saraswati, the Brahmins, and then they become the deities, warriors, etc. This human world tree grows in this way. Everyone has forgotten that Father. Look, BapDada explains so clearly. Children also have to study. Achcha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, BapDada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. Essence for dharna. First, we are Rajrishis. Maintain the intoxication that God Himself teaches us Raj Yoga and gives us our inheritance of the kingdom. Second, burn your sins away with the fire of yoga and become free from all illness for all time. Settle all the suffering of karma of this birth by staying in yoga. Blessing. May you be celibate and experience supersensuous happiness by having the special inculcation of purity. May you be celibate and experience supersensuous happiness by having the special inculcation of purity. The special inculcation of Brahmin life is purity, for this is the main basis of constant supersensuous happiness and sweet silence. Purity is not just celibacy, but to be celibate and to be constantly Brahma Achari, one who follows the footsteps of Brahma, that is, to be one who places his footsteps in following Father Brahma's activities. His thoughts, words, and actions would be in the footsteps of Brahma. The faces and activities of those who are Brahma Achari in this way are always introverted and give the experience of supersensuous happiness. Slogan. Those who give the sense of being Trikaldarshi and the essence of spirituality in doing service are serviceable. Those who give the sense of being Trikaldarshi and the essence of spirituality in doing service are serviceable. Achcha. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.